Guys, I'm live now, and today talk about the pH of drinking water. So let's go and talking about the drinking water is pH. The pH of water measure the degree of its acidity or basically alkalinity and is expressed on a scale of 0 to 14. Water with a pH of 7 in neutral. pH less than 7 is acidic. With 0 the most acidic. More than 7 is a basic or alkaline. With 14 the most basic, and you drinking water directive consideration pH and indicator parameters, which should be mentioned, not a quality parameters that must be met. It recommended a range of 6.5 to 9.5 for public water systems. So 4.5 to 9.5 for bottled water, and states that carbonated water may be even lower. According to the United States Environmental Protection Agency, we uh, the World Health Organization WHO guideline the drinking water quality and the EU drinking water quality, the pH water usually has no direct impact on the health and safety of consumers. So yet it is one of the most important parameters of water quality that has to be mentioned, because pH affect the way water interacted with its environment. So such changes interaction might have a negative impact on the appearance, taste, and odor of drinking water, and might indicate it problem in water production and distribution systems that are the dangerous of consumer health. However, not only within but even well beyond the EU recommended indicators parameters, pH ranges of 4.5 or lower to 9.5. Scientific research does not support claim that water is acidity and alkalinity were are harmful or beneficial to health in and or itself. So today I talk about what is the water's pH level. pH is measured to acidity or alkalinity. With 0 the most acidic, and 7 is a neutral, and 14 the most alkaline. The technical definition according to Lerner principle of biochemistry is that pH is equal to the negative logarithm of hydrogen ion concentration in a solution. So in non-mathematical terms, pH measure the relative equivalent between positivity and negativity charged ion in a solution. In water, these charged molecules and produced when chemical compounds dissolve it in. So the term pH stands for either potential hydrogen or powder of hydrogen with the H to be capitalized because it representation the sample of the elements. So whether power of potential was the intention of the scale creator Soren is uncertain. Then Soren was the director of Danish beer production chemistry laboratory and was searching for a way to measure acidity in order to ensure consistent beer quality. And then the camp of with a measure in 1909. The primary ion used to calculate the pH of the water of hydrogen plus hydrogen and minus hydroxygen. That water that contains more oxygens, more hydrogen, water that contains more hydrogen ions has a low pH and is acidic. Water that contains more hydroxygen, ion that has a high pH and is basic or alkaline. Water is equal hydrogen and hydroxygen ion is neutral with a pH of 7. So the pH scale is logarithmic wise, means a change of a unit represents a tenfold change in pH. So water is a pH of 6 is 10 times more acidic than water with a pH of 7, and water with a pH of 7 is 100 times more acidic than water with pH of 7. So likewise, water with a pH of 8 is then 10 times more alkaline than water with a pH of 7, because the number of hydrogen of hydroxygen ions is not limited to 10 into 7. pH below of 0 or above 14 is possible. An October 2016 article in the Journal of Chemical Education points about there is commercially available hydrogen chloride HCl with a pH of minus 1.1, sodium hydroxide NaOH with a pH or pH of 15, and even hot springs around Russia, Ecuador, Valo with a pH of 1.7. This video from educational consultant and science teacher Paul Addition explain the chemistry of the pH. So, what is the importance of the pH of drinking water? What is the importance? The importance of the pH of drinking water is that is alters the stability and behavior of minerals and heavy metals that water comes in contact with. In some cases, this result in corrosion of pipes and equipment in plants and distribution systems. The water passes through. A drastic change in pH turns normally announces chemical continuance of water into toxin substances. This negativity impacts the physical characteristics of water, such as color, odor, turbidity, and taste as well. The being potentially toxic to the consumer health. The pH of water alone is relatively unimportant when it comes to the safety of drinking water itself. Even more so more bottle water even than municipal tap water. The ions which impart acidity and alkalinity to water are weak, acidic and best, and as such the direct effects of drinking water pH are negligible. The test. The importance of pH should not be viewed alone, but as part of a larger picture, wise includes the concentration of minerals and metals, electrical conductivity. So, oxygen concentration and temperature. So, long as water at the point of consumption test as safe level of unhealthy contaminants, pH is not generally a matter of concern. So, how does pH affect drinking water? The pH affects drinking water by changing it its static characteristics test in a very slight manner. Corrosive and efficiency of disinfection processes. So pH has a parameters on a one as only minor influence on the safety or taste of drinking water itself. As humans are tolerant to a broad range of water pH value, this is shown by the fact that no governmental or international organization requires bottled water purchase or municipal system to comply with uh, predetermined pH level. The United States Environmental Protection Agency (EPA) listed pH among its secondary water standards. Why only we have either cosmetic or aesthetic issue, but do not pose any health risks. The use drinking water detective similarly it leads have pH as an indicator parameters for observation and not necessary for health control purpose. The four areas that pH as the most effect one in drinking water are the following. First of all, aesthetic characteristics means at extreme level pH affect the physical characteristics of drinking of water such as color, odor, turbidity or taste. This is rare and often involves interaction with other factors such as corresponding bodies acquire. Next, test. Low pH water taken on a shore of metallic test. The pH level is bitter or baking soda test. That bitter test is passed on to coffee or taste as well. Mitchell Massa of the Fine Water Society states that a significant acidic test does not begin until water reached a pH of 5 or below. Between a pH between a pH of 5 and 10, he assesses only 5% of the flavor profile is driven by pH with the rest the require the result of mineral contents and carbonation. Out of 167 still bottled water wise the 5 water society has data on. None have a pH level 5 and amongst sparkling water only those sparkling water is below the level of 4.8. Next, corrosiveness. pH is more factor that cause water to be more and less corruption. Higher corrosive cause metal ions to leach into water, but pH is only one factor and water of all pH level is corruption in very varying degree. Electrical conductivity, oxygen concentration, temperature, minerals, and that's other factors are play a role. In natural pH 7 distilled water is corrosive because it lacks minerals and more readily absorb minerals it um, contacts including metals. The HO who said water under pH 6.5 is corrosive, and Dr. Robert Alsey of the UCLA Health Systems and the pH 8.5 water causes calcium and magnesium buildup in 5. Why is this corresponding? The the topic is complex. The topic is complex, and the leaching of excessive metal ions into water cause serious gastrointestinal, renal, hepatic, and central nervous system problems. But this is a um, extremely rare and test result for metal and contaminants are the proper indicators of check for not pH itself. Next, number 4, efficiency of disinfection. Chlorine is the most common water disinfection agent in the world, and pH impact its effectiveness. The HO guidelines or drinking water quality state that pH should be under 8 for chlorine to be effective for the disinfection of water to supplies. At a pH of 6.5 is a 92% of the disinfection agent from chlorine are present. But at a pH of 8.5, this drops only 11%. So should be noted that K claims mm, of high pH alkaline water having beneficial health effects from offsetting supposed negative acidity levels in the body do not have scientific support. Register um, dietitian both RD of the clinic state point out that acid in the stomach immediately neutralize the impact of alkaline water. Lungs remove excess carbon dioxide of blood has become too acidic. Lungs remove excess carbon dioxide if blood has become too acidic, and that is general your body it perfectly capable of doing that, doing what is need to adjust your pH level. So that fact, the fact that other foods and beverages we ingest have pH level for beyond any water we drink is a good sign of a safety of water at nearly every level it is supplied. Here is a drinking water pH level chart along with some other products pH level. So this is the end of the live session. So I will back tomorrow. So thank you. Bye.